Diddy will be sued. And I say will be because nothing has been filed yet, by at least 120 people in the next 30 days. So
That's, of course, there's layers upon layers. When you get into these conspiracy theories, man, they never end. They never end. There's just layers upon layers upon layers.
Music mogul Diddy Combs, renowned for his lavish lifestyle, chart-topping hits, and high-profile relationships, is currently at the center of a storm of controversy that could potentially dismantle his empire and jeopardize the careers of some of Hollywood's most influential figures. This scandal is far from just about one individual. It delves into the realm of secretive, late-night gatherings that cross the line from typical celebrity parties to something far darker, where the boundaries between entertainment and something more sinister appear to fade. Now those involved, whether directly or as spectators, are facing a critical choice, one that could have long-lasting repercussions on their futures.
You're just like, it's there. I mean, it's not just there. It's everywhere. My news feed is dominated by it. Fox News, CNN, everyone. There's raids at Diddy's.
The real stir is coming from the ultimatum issued to the celebrities who attended Diddy's notorious freak-off parties, despite his name dominating the headlines recently. This isn't just idle gossip or online speculation. The source is Tony Busby, a high-powered attorney representing over 120 alleged victims. Busby has sent demand letters to the celebrities who were regulars at these events. These letters are more than mere requests for court appearances. They serve as warnings to settle out of court or face lawsuits that could expose their identities to the public in ways they never imagined.
Everybody in the stories like, I saw her go upstairs, and these dudes are f***ing, like right on the couch.
Yeah.
And then I go in this room, and these guys are f***ing, and it's like...
And pros. Like, apparently he was getting male gigolos to girls.
Girls?
Yeah, that was one of the rumors, like the freak off. So he would hire the professional to have with the girls. And I think he would watch.
Now here's where the situation takes a dramatic turn. While some of these stars deny engaging in any illegal activities, at least that's their claim, Tony Busby argues that their mere presence at these gatherings makes them just as accountable as those who participated directly. These individuals had the opportunity to intervene, to speak up, but instead chose to remain silent. And now, that silence is catching up with them. Let's delve into what these freak-off parties were truly about. Diddy's public image has always been centered on success, wealth, and hosting the most exclusive events on the globe. In the past, people eagerly sought invitations to these highly coveted gatherings. Everyone who was anyone, actors, musicians, business moguls, wanted in. Names like Jay-Z, Leonardo DiCaprio, Jennifer Lopez, and others were regulars, and who wouldn't want to mingle with Hollywood's elite at one of the most glamorous events in the world?
Yeah, I think it's over.
You think it's over?
I think it's over for him as like a figure in entertainment.
Right. But do you think it's over as him as far as like he gets a cell right next to R. Kelly?
I don't think.
As the night went on, and the majority of the guests departed, the atmosphere at these gatherings reportedly took a much darker turn. These so-called freak-offs were a secret extension of Diddy's renowned white parties, where only a select few remained, and that's when the real chaos would unfold. Sources claim these events would drag on for days, fueled by substances of unknown origin, with disturbing activities occurring behind closed doors, activities that no one wanted to acknowledge. It was a setting where the rich and famous could indulge in their desires without the fear of being exposed. Until now. Attorney Tony Busby has made it abundantly clear that he won't allow these celebrities to escape responsibility simply because they didn't actively participate in the alleged wrongdoing. According to him, their silence and failure to intervene during these events make them just as complicit. This is a serious accusation against some of the most influential figures in entertainment. Busby's stance is straightforward. If you were present, witnessed something wrong, and chose not to act, you share the blame.
So that Diddy was running some kind of Epstein-type deal where he was filming everybody, right?
That's the rumors. Yeah, I don't know that there's any proof or anything other than...
You can't help but wonder what's going through the minds of these celebrities right now. Some have reportedly been scrambling to remove any trace of their connection to Diddy and these parties, with actions like deleting old social media posts and untagging themselves from photos. Essentially, they're trying to erase their digital footprints, hoping to distance themselves from the scandal. But in today's digital age, where nothing truly disappears from the internet, this effort may be futile. Once these connections have been made, it's difficult for people to forget. And this situation isn't just about being in the wrong place at the wrong time. Tony Busby asserts that many of these A-listers were fully aware of what was going on at these parties and chose to ignore it. Some might have even been privy to the more serious accusations that are now emerging. One particularly troubling claim comes from a woman named Tanya Wallace, who alleges she saw minors at one of these parties. Diddy's legal team has fiercely denied these allegations and attempted to discredit Wallace, but the reality is that once minors are involved, the situation becomes even more complicated and serious.
90s
music business. It's a lot of people.
It's not just the music business. It's the extortion business.
Well, I mean, the rap game was crazy. That's a thing a lot of people don't realize is like back in the day, especially like early rap game, you weren't just going to play at, what's the random theater that you would play in LA?
It's no surprise that the celebrities who attended these parties are now scrambling to cover their tracks. No one wants to be linked to a scandal of this scale. The potential fallout is massive, not just for their careers, but also for their personal lives. Imagine being one of these stars, knowing that at any moment your name could be tied to a lawsuit, or worse, that you could be subpoenaed to testify. The last thing anyone wants is to be cross-examined in court about what they witnessed or didn't witness at one of these events. But here's the reality. This isn't just about protecting their public image, it's about avoiding legal trouble. Depending on what comes out in court, some of these celebrities could face serious legal consequences. Tony Busby has made it clear that if the demand letters don't get the response he wants, he's fully prepared to take the matter to court. And that's where things could get really ugly. Imagine the headlines. Hollywood star testifies in Diddy scandal. It's the kind of story the media would feast on, and not in a favorable light. Careers could be destroyed, relationships fractured, and reputations tarnished. All for what? A few reckless nights at a party that everyone hoped would remain hidden forever. What's truly shocking is that some of these celebrities likely believed that the scandal would blow over by now. After all, Diddy has been in the public eye for decades and has survived many controversies before. But this time it's different. The allegations are too serious to ignore, and the legal pressure is intensifying. It's no longer just about Diddy. It's about everyone who attended those events, everyone who knew what was happening, and everyone who chose to remain silent.
It's like, man, I ain't gonna lie.
And let's not forget that Diddy himself is facing some of the most severe charges imaginable. He's been accused of orchestrating a criminal enterprise that involved a pattern of both physical and emotional abuse, with prosecutors holding nothing back. They've laid out in detail how Diddy allegedly used his power, wealth, and even violence to manipulate those around him. While no one else has been formally charged at this point, it's clear the investigation is far from finished. Some of these celebrities may be hoping that by cleaning up their social media profiles and staying out of the public eye, they can avoid being caught in the fallout. But according to Busby, that strategy won't work. He has already made it clear that he and his team know exactly who attended these parties, and they're determined to uncover the truth. In fact, Busby has hinted that this is just the beginning, and as the investigation progresses, more names could emerge.
But that's what people were saying, and maybe everybody's a conspiracy theorist now. But that's what people are saying about the Diddy situation. Like when the feds rolled up, with the Hummers and shit, they were like, it wasn't about Diddy. It was about if there were tapes of powerful people there.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sure.
They were the ones that called. They're like, I need to protect myself, so go in there with all the things and rip any tapes or anything.
At this point, the big question remains: who will crack first? Will one of these celebrities step forward and admit what they witnessed, attempting to cut a deal before things escalate? Or will they all continue to stay silent, hoping the storm will pass without pulling them under? Regardless of the outcome, the clock is ticking and the stakes are growing higher each day. What's especially unsettling about this entire situation is the possibility that so many people may have known what was going on and chose to do nothing to stop it. If the allegations hold true, it's not just about a few bad actors. It's about an entire network of individuals who were complicit in concealing these dark secrets. And now that the truth is starting to come to light, it's clear that this is only the beginning.